Richard Hanania has tweeted, I posted something making fun of Robert Reich's height today. So Robert Reich is an economist. On the left, he stands 4'10". Then I said to myself, this is something that Cat Toad would do. I felt disgusted and I deleted it, even though my tweet was funnier. Right-wing influencers help me grow as a person. They provide an example of what not to be. So abstaining from mocking somebody's physical characteristics is sometimes a good thing, but it's not inherently a virtue. Right? Richard Hanania has a law degree, I believe, from the University of Chicago, and he has a PhD from the University of California at Los Angeles. Right? He is highly educated, and so in his peer group of highly educated people, exercising great speech discipline is a distinguishing characteristic, just like in previous centuries, only different types of elites were allowed to wear different types of clothing. Now that you don't have clothing restrictions by social class, you have speech restrictions, marking yourself out as a member of the elite. So a visceral response to life would comment on a prominent economist like Robert Reich being so ridiculously short. Now, a more disciplined, elevated, reflexive approach to life does not comment on people's personal characteristics, but there's nothing inherently superior in that. It's just a different way of living. So people in previous centuries, they were more likely to comment on people's personal characteristics. They had a more visceral life. They would be more emotionally labile. Right? They would feel giddy, they'd feel sad, right? They were much less constrained. And so there are advantages to exercising the kind of speech discipline that Richard Hanania praises, but it's not inherently superior. It depends upon your hero system, right? The same sort of speech discipline that Richard Hanania praises here also resulted in the elite not mentioning that Joe Biden was senile, while conservatives who tend to exercise less speech discipline than do elite liberals, right, back to 2019, were saying Joe Biden seems senile. They were pointing out a truth about a physical characteristic of Joe Biden that was considered impolite by our educated elite.